Well, hello, model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Ral, and this week I'm doing some more work to my 69 Hurst SC Rambler kits here, two of them. And those of you guys have been following along. I'm updating them with a resin kit that I purchased from Kevin at Missing Link. Actually, two of them because I want to do both paint schemes A and B. So I'm working on that a little bit. And speaking of that, I did manage to get my decals. Rays Kits offers the decals for both paint schemes, actually. So here's the B paint scheme with all this air scoops and all the arrows and everything, and all kinds of other decals that are in there. And I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get these because of my project here and Kevin's resin kit. Selling these decals have been kind of high in demand, so he ordered a whole bunch of extras, and I think he sold out. But and then here's a paint scheme, so here they are. And there's another sheet in here as well on both of them with all a bunch of the little emblems and stuff. So you can kind of see them. You can see them on the website and everything, but there's all kinds of stuff in here. So got all of these, and so I'm pretty happy about all of that. Wasn't sure because I've got other, I have to pull the decals out and do more comparisons of all of them, actually, because there's the ones that the kit comes with. There's the ones that I think it's a Fred Cady. I got a set of those buried away. I can throw pictures of them in the corner here as well. That's I got them scanned to my computer, so I can do that as well. But I was able to get those from Rays Kits North America through Joe, so got those, and I purchased those too. So all this is projects I want to do. So there's the disclaimer. It's not sponsored. I don't want to say not really sponsored. It's me wanting to build these, but with the help of their products and showing what they've got. But I did buy these, so it's not sponsored. I don't want to keep saying that, but I've had these for a long time, been wanting to build them. You guys kind of know that. I've been following along. But here's kind of where I'm at the moment. I'm playing around with some stuff here. So my main focus lately has been the bodies. I want to get them in primer and see where I'm at. So got a lot going on here. So that one I've done a lot of work to. But this one, since I've got the putty on and I haven't sanded it yet, and I missed a spot, so there's a couple of spots that I got to touch up or see how they sand out, because there's some ripples and dents in there you can see in the shine there, which I don't think I did on that body as well. But this is Tamiya's polyester putty, 2-part. Not available in the States. I keep buying it overseas and getting it shipped in. Usually every couple of years I'll get a tube or two because it seems like the hardener goes bad. But so this one I've got kind of ready, but that's the real problem area is right in there. And there's some other areas too, and then of course the tail panel I swapped out. I've shown that part already. It's part of Kevin's update kit. So filled in the mounts for the interior, kind of pokes through. Kind of want a little bit nicer there, even though I've got the hood hinges that go through there. So leave some of the Johan character on it, but updating it, because I do want a nicer model kit, because this one was a 66 Rambler, if you guys know this kit. So here's the one that I haven't done any body work to, but this one I have done some body work to. So you can kind of say where it was left behind and where I got to touch up. Once I get some primer on, I'll see some more of the high and low spots and do some more block sanding on it. And then there's a really nasty mold line on this side and been kind of sanding on it, but getting some of the dimples filled in and everything. But I get some of the gray primer on here, get it kind of cleaned up. And of course, having it under these bright lights and showing it and looking at it through the lens here, I can see more of it. Kind of one of the things about making your own videos. It'll show you some things that you're not seeing in person. And other times, it can hide things. It's kind of funny. So got this one almost ready for primer. I'll let it dry. Both trunk lids are done. I'm going to leave them open. I had to do a little bit of modification. I mentioned in the other video that the bottom side of the interior tubs, these ribs went all the way. You can see how far they went. I had to grind them off, smooth them out so that the package tray that's on the chassis sits snug against there and gets closer to the trunk and holds these pins. They go right in here, but it was too far away, so I needed to snug up and hold the trunk lid in place, which they appear to be doing now. We'll see what happens at final assembly. And I gotta clean the interiors, get them ready. I started trimming the edges, snugging them up, making sure that they actually, everything's fitting together. They're going to glue together nice in mock-up before I start painting them. And I'll, clean them again with degreaser for any kind of fingerprints and everything. But I've got a charcoal gray color from Scale Finishes, just an interior color to paint them charcoal because they're not black. And I need to paint the underside of this semi-gloss black because I did the chassis, went kind of hog wild with some of that. So I did spend some time painting the exhaust parts, the gas tank, all the steel color parts, the carburetors, gold, the aluminum parts, the steel parts, and the black parts. All that's painted. All that's pretty much ready now is, paint the interior tubs of both of them and, more work to the bodies. So it's slow progress, but that's what's going on there. Now, I was going to start working on the engines. I've got some thoughts and plans there. One of them, I really want, it's going to be box stock with the, air grabber, air cleaner, cold air, induction. And, I want that there. And it doesn't fit inside the thing. I'm really not sure how well it fits in there. And hopefully it's not too high and the hood closes. I don't want any issues there. But I don't expect any of them with the factory stuff. But I'm going to fully assemble one of the chassis with this engine, full stock, and do some mock-up with the other engine. Because I want to make them a little bit different besides one being paint scheme A and one being paint scheme B. I kind of want to put bigger drag slick tires on the back of one of them. The other one, I want to put, the cross ram intake, group 19 intake with the cross ram, dual carbs. That's why I got all these extra carbs over here. Painted gold, ready to go on. Because I think they're Hollies in this year in 69. And then like 70 and 71, they kind of switched over to Carters. But these look like Hollies. But I want to make sure all of this, even though this intake seems a little taller, it doesn't really seem much taller. But then the air cleaners are much lower than this, but this thing sits right on top of it. But I have the stock air cleaner system all set up. But that's why I didn't glue it in place on this one. And everything else is going to get fully detailed as far as stock goes. I'm not going to put headers on. I'm going to keep the exhaust manifolds on it. I've been tempted to do headers, but I'm just going to keep the full exhaust, the rear end, and all of that. So, unless I, change my mind again, who knows? But, I'll work on both of those engines. But, I want to keep it fairly subtle as far as, what they are as far as race cars. But, I've got 3 hoods here. Hopefully all of that is going to fit under the hood and I don't have any issues. I don't want to do any clearancing on it, but this hood, you can see it in the gap. It's pretty thick. That's a good 1/8 of an inch thick. So that's why these hoods don't really warp. They're pretty thick. So got the scoops cleaned up and painted. But part of the problem is these scoops, they don't leave a whole lot of clearance as far as making them bigger. So unless I remove the scoop, and I don't want to do something like that, but that's one of the reasons why I've got 3 hoods here, in case I start modifying one of the hoods, because I do have like a spare body kit and some extra parts from one of my other projects where I use this chassis on. And for a while I was able to buy these kits cheap and get them. Oh, another upgrade or change here is the outside rearview mirrors. Now Kevin, he does give you some in the kit. And they're real similar to this. And they're pretty nice. But when it comes to the Hurst mirrors, they're pretty, they're bullets and they're pretty much painted body color. So these are the chrome ones that are in the AMT 69 Hurst 455 442 Oldsmobile. So, and I've had a couple of those kits for parts kits and everything. Use the chassis in a lot of GTOs. Here's the box art of the Hurst version. So I had a couple extra sets, when digging for them. So I got a pair here and another pair over here. But I stripped the chrome off of them. There was a, molded in spots or square that was ejector pin mark, but it was external. So easy to sand off. So these are ready for primer, and they get painted white other than the outer bezel here in the mirror. That's chrome, but most of the mirror is white, so it's body color anyway, which is how they really were. So I got those ready. So another piece that I scourged up, and you know, this came from the AMX kit, 69 AMX kit. So I've had a couple of these, but I dug one out and I'm gonna try and fit that on as well, just to make them just a little bit different, but not too different. I'm just trying to clean it up, make it as nice as I can. But you know, this body's been through a lot as far as the tooling and everything, so it's got its work to go, and it's really thin in this area. So lots more work to do, but I figured I would give an update, show you where I'm at, and you know, cleaned up all of this stuff. And I'll get some more painting done on this weekend, but I'll do some detail painting to the engines, get them ready. I wasn't going to actually film that for you. I know some of you like it, some don't, but I just did it on another video, so I didn't want to have a duplicate of the exact same video of me detailing the engine like I did on this one. So this is a bit more of an update, showing you where I am progress-wise. I've got another video of the TA Challenger coming after that. But anyways, you guys, I just wanted to share with you what I'm at, what's going on with this one, and I'll continue on with it. So thank you guys for tuning in, subscribing. Your likes, shares, and subscribes, I really appreciate all of it. And your comments. I really love the comments. So thanks for all of that. And you guys, you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time.